Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of First Play. I'm Jason, along with the man playing our game today.
I'm Andrew.
And we're playing Fable 3, finally!
Yeah!
It took us a while to get this one, but...
Yeah, we had some shipping problems, but here we are.
We're finally here, and also we had some illnesses going around, which were not pleasant,
we were sick, so there's been a lot of stuff going on, but here we are.
Yep.
So first, let's hop right into it. I'm going to show a little interaction between people. You still act like a jackass, basically. But now you have to do individual interaction. Like, you can't have a whole bunch of people gather around you at once. So, I'm just going to dance with somebody.
Just because you can.
Make them like me more. You see, I got a guild seal there, which acts as experience, but you only can get, one, basically, just by making someone like you more. Here, I'm going to do some patty cake.
Go!
See, these things, they're initially charming, but the thing is you have to do them over and over and over again.
So they get rather tedious.
They get extremely tedious.
So, how far are you into this game now?
Oh, I'm a long way into it. Now, see, when they get high enough to where they'll consider me a friend, they're like, oh, guess what, you have to do something for me before we can become friends, because, they're pricks. So I have to take a package to Bowerstone Market.
But
in order to make our friendship real.
But aren't you like the queen?
Yeah, I am. But basically the plot of Fable 3 is that your brother is a douchebag and he's the king. So you end up, stuff happens and you end up starting to lead a revolution against him.
Interesting.
And it's not so well done.
Okay,
it's just kind of like, oh, guess what, this guy's a douchebag.
So since it is set up that way, do you feel like you have an army at your disposal, or?
Well, that's what everything that you're doing is you're trying to get an army.
I see.
You're sort of gathering up followers and, getting a revolution that isn't just a ragtag group of people who don't like the king.
Right. So this is, probably more like 18th century England now? I mean,
yeah, you're in the Industrial Revolution.
Okay.
So here I am, I'm delivering the package. And they're like, yay!
Definitely,
They didn't even react. That was a bug. But either way, now I can return to Edith and Millfields. Now see, when I press start, you don't pull up a menu. You appear in this place called the Sanctuary, which is how you access everything. There are no menus in Fable 3 at all. Period.
That's rather bizarre to me.
And it doesn't work very well in the end. Some things in here work really well. I don't really mind so much going over here and looking at your map, though it could have been simpler. Either way, there's a quest log in here, but that doesn't work well. Which leads into my complaint that the breadcrumb trail that sort of leads you where you're supposed to go, that doesn't work very well. In here, I'll let you know what some of this stuff is. That's like the Xbox Live room. You can join people's parties. You can see stuff that you've gotten from that, things like that. This is your treasury. There's all the gold you've accumulated. I have 6 million gold, so my gold pile is at the very height of what it can be. There was a little key here.
Wow, so it's like Scrooge McDuck, literally.
But I can't dive into it.
DuckTale. Oh, man.
Sadly.
That would be awesome if you could.
It would. Here you have trophies that you've gotten for your exploits. They're on the wall. These are all the achievements you've gotten. Xbox achievements, of course.
Oh, that's cool.
Over here, you have your wardrobe, where you can change your outfits. Yeah, see, here's my tattoo set, so I can scroll over my clothing outfits, my hairstyles, my makeup, my facial hair.
Hopefully, she doesn't have that.
No, but during one bandit quest, you have to dress up as a dude, so you put on facial hair.
So I wonder if you're playing a dude, if you have to dress up as a chick.
I doubt it. Though there is a point where, I was like a girl, and I'm like, I wonder if a dude has to be a girl here. Huh. But, I've saved some outfits, all of which are fairly similar. But
so the outfit customization is much better in this game, correct?
Indeed.
I always thought that one was quite exceptional.
I thought it was
quite so. Jolly good.
I think this is my favorite.
Together a rather fetching ensemble.
Haven't I? Jasper? The voice acting in this game is fantastic. And the humor is amazing. The best parts of Fable are still that.
So Lionhead still nails that.
Yeah. And this is your armory. This is where all your weapons, your magic gauntlets, all that is. Of course, you have a gun, you have a sword, and you still have magic. So that's what all this is.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it would be easier to just access that through some kind of simple pull-up menu instead of having to go into a room and, you know.
And the main problem is, like, there's no way to look at your inventory. Like, I have no idea what I have right now, other than my weapons. I have absolutely no clue. I have tons of stuff, but I don't know what I have unless I go to a pawn shop to sell it.
Oh,
which is retarded.
Yeah.
So here you can see my hero stats. This is where you look at sort of, you know, your strength, stature, which I think is your like use of guns, and magical aura, which is how good you are with magic, which I think is based on how many enemies you killed with each. I've grinded like hell because that's the kind of player I am, so, you know, yeah. I'm pretty hoss. This is where you save your game, and these are your options. So
that's
let's
cool.
go to a quest real quick.
Alright. So you can fast travel from the map.
You can, but the way that you're introduced to a lot of stuff isn't done very well, so a lot of things feel sort of disconnected. Yeah, the game has quite a few issues, frankly. I mean, but at the same time, it's still fun. Like, it still has the same, you know, fun, simplistic combat of Fable 2. Yeah, I don't know.
I loved Fable 2, man.
Yeah, I think that, you know, they didn't make a bunch of improvements upon the previous one like Fable 2 did to Fable 1.
Right.
This kind of feels like Fable 2, but oh, we don't have menus anymore, and now you're going to be royalty. Like, I don't know.
There's your dog!
There's my dog.
Your dog, Peter Molyneux's going insane!
Which isn't like a huge deal this game.
Well, do you?
Speaking of
those bastards,
dogs.
The greedy pie makers of Bowstone certainly don't, that's for sure.
Greedy pie makers.
Experiment on
Curse them! Curse them all!
Rouges, lip balms and other
so there are still forests and stuff
then. They
so.
kill
Oh yeah.
Put them into pies.
I mean, you know,
it's not just big industrial areas.
Really, yeah.
Makes me happy.
Really, the only place that is really industrialized is Bowerstone.
Okay.
And like, there's even just a industrial district in Bowerstone.
Huh. Open all the cages.
Open all the cages. No, I want to fight stuff. I'm not going to do this right now. So, you know, I could have taken that quest and freed some animals, but we want to fight stuff, right?
Yeah, totally.
We want to show off combat before this is over. Unfortunately, stuff doesn't automatically respawn, so it gets hard to find combat after you've killed a bunch of stuff. It seems like it does after a while, but I don't know. I don't understand how that works, really. Anyway, Miss Peak Valley has some encounters, so let's go here. Cool. Hopefully enough time has passed that we can kill some wolves and stuff.
Indeed. So we're loading here. How are the load times? Seems pretty quick.
I've got a load on the hard drive, but they're not bad.
Excellent.
So we're running.
Yeah, I mean, the graphics look gorgeous.
Oh, here we go. Bandits. Or rather, mercenaries, not bandits. So I'm best with guns. I do a lot of ranged gun shooting.
Oh.
And see, when you get close and you kill them, sometimes you'll get like these special animations for killing them.
Right. Like,
depending on how good you are with stuff. So I've got a combination lightning and fire spell. You can see I glow with runes.
Oh, man.
And it's awesome.
Oh.
So let's get this dude. What now?
Oh.
So, you know, this dude's like really tough. He actually knows magic. Which I don't know that any enemies, save for like bosses and other games, have no magic. And this dude is sort of like, he's initially a boss, but then later on you'll see, you know, the same sprite appearing that ends up being, you know, sort of a normal enemy. He's like the leader of bandit groups like that.
Right. So you've still got the thing that just kind of tells you, hey, follow me, the breadcrumb trail.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That is back.
But is it better than ever?
No, it does not work as well as it used to.
That's not good.
It breaks all the freaking time.
Because it was, like, I mean, it worked alright in Fable 2, but there were times where
even in Fable 2 it would break, but in Fable 3 it breaks a lot.
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like Fable 2 sometimes, but it certainly has its issues, and I've heard that towards the end of the game, I've heard the ending is just terrible. I don't know that for a fact because I haven't finished the game yet. But, you know, I don't think I'm that far from it.
Yeah, and you will be doing a full review of this. So.
Yeah, I'll be doing a video review as well as a written review.
Excellent.
And hopefully I'll finish this up tomorrow. So it should hopefully be up within the next 2 or 3 days.
Very cool. So
it should be up before next week. I'll say that for sure.
So I mean, for people who liked Fable 2 like myself, like, is there enough incentive, has enough changed for us to spend $60 on this game?
Ooh, that is a rough question.
Because, I mean, I really loved Fable 2. So, for me, you know...
Marines.
Having... Oh, God, they're back again, huh?
Back.
But, for me, having loved that game and, you know, being excited about this one, like, should I spend the money, or is there something wrong with it?
Oh, see, now here's a special kill.
Ouch.
Anyway, it's... If you go in sort of expecting Fable 2, but better, you're probably going to be disappointed. It's... You know, it's still fun. It's still a Fable game, absolutely. Like, you totally feel like you're playing Fable. But there's a lot wrong with it.
Yeah. That's a shame.
I do think that the clothing options, like, it's easier to mesh stuff together and not feel like you're a complete idiot. You know, like, some stuff looks like it can go with other stuff. I mean, it still does, there isn't a lot of that, but, you know, it definitely is better than it has been.
I'm curious, since it's like in the industrial age, can I make a dude who kind of looks like a Sherlock Holmes type character? Or is it just more like armor stuff?
Oh, no, it isn't all armor stuff.
Okay.
You know, there's like mercenary outfits. Of course, you start off in royal attire because you know, you're from royalty. You know, there's a decent variety. I haven't unlocked, of course, all the clothing options either. You know, I still run into new things. I'm like, oh, like I only have one piece of the military set. Stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, it's a lot like Fable 2, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's as refined, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like the menus in Fable 2 are a problem, so instead of fixing the UI, they just straight up got rid of the menus, which doesn't seem like a good solution.
Nah.
Here's a little melee before we end this.
Graphically, it's gorgeous, man. I mean, it looks outstanding.
Yeah, it looks nice. I will say the colors tend to look pretty washed out, which I don't like very much. But, you know, other than that, I think it looks really good. The animation still can be kind of jerky, but that's Fable. Yeah. I mean, you know, Fable is kind of a quirky game in many ways, and it hasn't really improved in that regard.
So good, but could be better.
Yeah,
maybe a rental.
Yeah, it is not a must-have game. I will say that right now. This is a game that if you like the other Fable games, you know, you probably should consider trying. But, you know, don't go in expecting it to be one of the best games of the year. I think I can go ahead and say that.
Right, I hear you.
It is a fun romp, and it is very easy, just like all other Fable games.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's an extremely casual game. I've died once, and that was just because I got really cocky and wasn't really paying much attention. Like, I was laying down. I was like, oh, wait, I'm dead.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. So Hobbs are back.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the old enemies are back.
Basically, everything you've always fought is back. Like, it's still Albion, all that. But, you know, this has been a first play of Fable 3. You were once again in Albion, and, you know, if you like Fable, it's worth a look. You know, you gotta look past some stuff, but you don't have to look past anywhere near as much jank as, say, Fallout New Vegas. So,
well, God.
Considering that I just came off of this game, or that game, this game feels just amazingly refined compared to that.
I can imagine.
But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you on cheatmasters.com.
Later, guys.